What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of Pipeline to Prosperity. It's a series designed to take personal trainers like you and turn you into absolute powerhouses in your gym. I'm Michael Benso, and if you're here, I know one thing. You're serious about being successful. You're done playing small and you're ready to build a thriving, sustainable business that really dominates the competition. Okay, so over the next 3 episodes, I'm breaking down the exact strategies that'll help you load your calendar, make lasting connections, and build a pipeline that doesn't just fill, it overflows. And today, we're starting with the foundation. We're talking about owning your schedule, being in the club, and creating connections that lead to opportunities. This is the groundwork that separates the trainers who survive from the trainers who thrive. So buckle up. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to maximize your presence, build trust with members, and start filling your pipeline like you've never done it before. Let's get going. All right, let's kick this thing off with something simple but essential: your schedule, your calendar. It's your playbook. It's your foundation. And, it's your paycheck. You don't own your schedule is going to own you. You're leaving money, opportunity, and momentum on the table. And that's not why you're here. Here's the truth. The best trainers, the ones who build reputations, close deals, and have full pipelines, they take their schedule seriously, right? They're not just showing up when they feel like it or when it's convenient. They're structuring time with intention, because every blank space on your calendar isn't just empty, it's wasted potential. You can't afford to look like someone who's not serious. Members notice, sales staff notice. And when the big opportunities come, guess who's getting passed over, right? You. It's not the trainer who's everywhere, visible and active. It's the one hiding in the shadows. And it's no different in marketing, right? If you go out and look at what's going on in the marketing world, they present information to you. They're always visible. And over time, you start thinking, maybe I'm kind of interested in that. It's the same thing as a coach on the floor. You got to be visible. You got to be there. Okay, so here's the plan. Open your schedule wide up. Okay, just open it wide. Be flexible. Be there when the gym is buzzing. Early mornings, evenings, weekends if you got to be there on weekends. Not forever, okay? It's just about building momentum, okay? Getting that thing to start moving. You need to be visible so people can associate you with the person they can trust and the person they can count on, okay? This is the perfect example because I had this before. I once worked with a trainer who told me, Michael, I only want to work mornings, and in my mind, I'm like, great, that's great that they want to work mornings. That's when they're available. The problem was we're dead in the morning. So they're going to be dead broke because most of the gym's traffic was in the evenings. Meanwhile, the other trainers who were there open to close, they're visible every time a member turned around. And guess what? Within weeks, the trainers who were there at all times, who were totally available, they started getting booked. Fully booked. And it's not luck, it's strategy. Okay, so you got to be in the club. Now, owning your schedule, step one, but let's not joke around here. You've got to show up. I've had too many trainers make the schedule, they put it together, but they only come in when they have a session booked, right? So their schedule looks nice, but then they only come in when they're booked. Let me tell you what that's doing. It's stealing opportunities from you. And here's why this matters. The gym floor is where the magic happens. Members are wandering around. They're looking for guidance, for help, for someone to spot them, for someone to answer questions. You're not there. Guess who's stepping in? It's going to be another trainer. Someone else is building the trust and relationships that you should be building. Okay, think of every hour you're in the gym as planting seeds. You might not see immediate results, but those seeds grow. A quick conversation today, that could lead into a consultation next week and a loyal client even next month. But none of that happens if you're not there. You got to be visible, and not just visible, you got to be approachable. Okay, I've got plenty of trainers that I've seen. They're totally visible, got their arms crossed, they're frowning, right? They just don't look like someone you want to go talk to. Okay, when members see you walking the floor, engaged, answering questions, helping out, picking weights up, they don't just see a trainer. They see someone that they can trust, they can confide in. Being in the gym isn't just about clocking hours. It's about creating moments. It's about being the trainer who's always there, the person members think of when they start to think about, I need help. Okay, obviously you can put this picture in your head. Trainer A, always in the gym, helping members, adjusting their form, answering questions, chatting with them about their goals and maybe even some surface talk. Trainer B shows up for their sessions and then bolts, okay? Just walks out the door. Which one do you think is going to get more referrals? Which one's going to get approached by the sales staff when a new lead walks in, right? This should be obvious to you. So make those habits. Don't just create your schedule, but be there when you create that schedule. All right. So then you got to make connections. If you've got your schedule locked in, right? If you've done that and you're in the gym consistently, so now what do you do? What's the next step? This is where you start building connections. You start building relationships. You start building trust. This is the game changer. And let me say this loud and clear. People don't buy personal training sessions. They buy trust. They buy into emotion. They buy the belief that you can help them achieve their goals. If you're not there connecting with your members, you're leaving money and impact on the table because you're the person who's going to be able to impact them on what they're trying to do, which is reach their goal. Here's the approach that I would recommend. Okay. Every day, introduce yourself to 3 to 5 members. That's it. Not 20, not 50. just 3 to 5. And here's the key. You're not selling. You're just introducing yourself. Simple, low pressure, be authentic. Here's what it sounds like. Hey, I don't think we've met. I'm Michael, one of the trainers here. If you ever have questions about your workouts or just need a hand, feel free to grab me. I'm here to help. Okay. I didn't catch your name. What's your name? Right. That's it. You're just planting seeds, right? You're just getting to know people. You're building trust without pushing anything, without being, pressure or trying to close a deal. Okay. People can read that and smell it a mile away. Another thing you can do is just stand at the front desk. That's where you're going to see most of the customers are probably going to walk through the front door, right? Unless they got a back door that people are sneaking in, but they're probably going to walk through the front door. So stand up there and introduce yourself. Okay. You can knock out 3 to 5 in, just a few minutes, especially if you're at that 4 or 5 o'clock time frame when the club starts to get busy. Okay. The reason why this works is most people in the gym aren't ready to buy personal training the first time they see you. Okay. They're not going to look at you and go, I'm ready to buy training. But guess what? They're always observing. Have you ever noticed that? It's kind of like an airport. They're in the gym. They're always looking around. They're always observing. They're noticing how approachable you are, how helpful you are. And when they do need help, you're the first name that comes to mind because you introduced yourself and you keep saying hi. This is about playing the long game. Every introduction, every question you answer, every small interaction, it all adds up. You're not just a trainer, you're becoming their go-to resource. Okay, here's a quick hack, a pro hack, okay? Pay attention to details. If a member mentions they're working on their squat form, right? You had that conversation. Follow up the next time you see them. Hey, how's the squat coming along? Need any tweaks? That kind of attention to detail makes you memorable because you remember what it was that they had interest in, you remember their name, and you remember, maybe I should ask this question. All right, let's take a quick breather and recap the big takeaways so far, because what we've covered is really the backbone of your success as a trainer. First, we nailed down why owning your schedule isn't optional. It's your foundation. Okay, keep it wide open. A wide open schedule makes you visible, okay? And it's your ticket to building trust, showing commitment, filling your pipeline. Next, we moved into the power of presence. Just being in the club, sticking to your schedule and showing up. Even when you don't have sessions booked, you need to show up, okay? That's where trust starts to grow. Members notice, sales staff notice, and really that visibility is what creates opportunities. You're marketing yourself. Finally, we talked about making meaningful connections. This isn't about selling anyone. This is about being genuine, having real genuine conversations. 3 to 5 intros a day, and that's it. Just build trust, plant seeds, watch them grow. So now that you've got these tools in your arsenal, let me ask you this one quick question. Are you ready to take it up a notch? Because what's coming next is the mindset shift that will change everything. We're diving into the concept of failing by action, how to embrace the discomfort of doing and transforming it into momentum. You don't want to miss this, but before we go there, here's a quick reminder. Success is built in the trenches. It's built by showing up day after day, making the tough calls and doing the things that make you a little uncomfortable. So stick with me and I'll show you how to channel that discomfort into unstoppable growth. All right, here's the part that separates the talkers from the doers. Too many trainers sit back waiting for the perfect opportunity or the perfect moment to take action. And let me tell you something. That moment never comes. If you want to win, you got to be willing to fail, right? But fail by action, not hesitation. What does that mean? It means you're not sitting there overthinking every move. You're frozen because you think you got to pick up the phone or you don't know what conversation to have, okay? You're picking up the phone, introducing yourself to members and putting yourself out there. Yeah, it can be uncomfortable. Yeah, you'll hear a lot of no's, okay? That'll give you some thick skin, but every single no gets you closer to a yes, okay? And just one other quick side note, what I found is that it's never really a no until they finally actually tell you there is absolutely no way I'm doing this and they want to get out of there, okay? It's usually a problem that they have with themselves where they're trying to overcome their own objections, right? They're giving themselves excuses. Most of the no's you hear are just really excuses. They don't actually say, nope, not possible, okay? They just give you an excuse. They try and work around it. But here's the mindset you need to adopt. It's better to swing and miss than to stand there and never take a shot. Imagine a blind man in a batting cage. He doesn't know when the ball's coming, but if he keeps swinging, eventually he's going to hit something. That's what you need to do. Keep swinging, keep showing up, keep taking action. Okay. I've seen trainers get stuck because they're afraid of rejection. They don't want to approach someone on the treadmill or pick up the phone to call a lead because they're scared of hearing no, or just scared to have conversation. But the truth is nobody remembers the no's. They only remember the yeses. And the only way to get those yeses, it's to push through the discomfort. Okay. So let's bring this whole thing, Let's circle back around. Let's bring it all together, what we covered today. Your schedule, make it airtight. Be available, be visible, and treat your calendar like it's a business plan. Be in the club, show up, walk the floor, and be the trainer everyone sees, knows, and trusts. Make connections. Introduce yourself to 3 to 5 members every day. No selling, just genuine conversations that build trust over time. And then finally, fail by action, not hesitation. Stop overthinking and start taking bold, consistent action. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. When you do these 4 things consistently, importantly, you're really building a foundation that'll transform your career. You're creating opportunities, establishing trust, and positioning yourself as the go-to trainer in your gym. All right, everyone, that's it for today's episode of Pipeline to Prosperity. If you found value in this, share it with a fellow trainer who needs to hear it. Remember, success isn't about talent or luck. It's about showing up, taking action, and building momentum every single day. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, where we'll dive into the art of prospecting and uncovering your client's deepest motivation. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. So until next time, keep pushing, keep growing, and keep showing up. This is Michael Benso signing off. See you on the flip side.